Well, making another video about Amelia Darnell was not on my bingo card today, folks, but here we are. Let's get into it. Hey everyone, it's Ricky of Lighthouse Gaming. Many of you know that I have been making a few videos commenting on Amelia Darnell, which has become a little bit famous both on the good side and on the not so good side. A lot of people don't like what I'm putting out there, but I think it's time. So, I wanted to respond because about 2 months ago, I had made a video criticizing some of the marketing and some of the choices that Amelia Darnell's team, Airtight Alibi Productions, was making for their game. And I decided to voice some of the concerns that a lot of people had concerning it. And it definitely kind of kicked off. A lot of people really enjoyed it or really hated it. Then not too long ago, a week or so ago, maybe, I can't do math. Don't ask me to do math last minute. Okay, so basically, they came out with another little teaser trailer for their game, and a lot of people responded, and a lot of people had some not so good thoughts about it either. So I last minute decided I was going to have my stream concerning some of the teaser trailer in response and kind of opened it up for discussion. And I really wanted to say thank you to everyone who came and posted their opinions and chatted with me, even if you respectfully disagreed. It was such a great conversation. I really appreciate hearing everybody's thoughts on it. I know a lot of people, their main concerns with me was that it's a volunteer-based thing. They all have jobs. It's a free game. Why are we getting so upset about it? And I had said that, and it still is, that they had marketed themselves as if they were competing against her. They got Lonnie as, in a way, dramatic flair against her interactive and poor timing. And this is all, I talked about it in my first video. So if you haven't taken a look at that, you could check it out here. And if you didn't get to catch the live stream, you can check that out here. So basically, I am going to read a post that they made on their website here, and we're gonna just chat about it. And I'm trying to do this as quickly as possible because I've got kids who are taking a nap and I need to get this done quick. So we're gonna read it and we're gonna talk about it because I think there's a lot of interesting content here. Okay, so here we have the post. It's a pretty long one, so we're going to try and get through it pretty quickly and address what we can. So let's go ahead and read. It's been 8 years since the announcement of Amelia Darnell and Airtight Alibi Productions. That is correct. It's been 8 years. In the fast-paced world of game development, that's a long time. We started with a vision and a lot of heart, and nearly every piece of the project has been built, dismantled, and rebuilt since then. It's been an evolution, one that taught us something new at every stage and helped us find the dedicated team we have today. We want to be open about that journey, honoring the work that got us here while showing you just how much the game has grown. Okay, so already here we've got 8 years. It's been it's had a lot of changes, built, dismantled, and rebuilt again. So that's pretty big. Big evolution. I get it. Like, game development can be hard, and I completely agree. And a lot of people said that, like, oh, making a game is hard, and they're a volunteer-based thing, which we'll see, and we'll get into that some more. Let's keep reading. The evolution of Amelia Darnell. When she first began, Airtight Alibi was made up of a group of incredibly passionate people inspired by the games they grew up with, which we already know that was, where they were coming. Shared vision of continuing something that felt like it had been left behind. I can understand that feeling. Unfortunately, passion doesn't always equate to experience and execution. I agree. Truth is, making a game is a lot harder than you'd think. Absolutely. I don't even want to even try my hand at making a game. There are countless moving parts with compounding complexity. Absolutely. This left many of you rightly worried about the status of the project. But behind the scenes, we've been using those years to rework and refine the game. This evolution has allowed the project to mature alongside us, ensuring it meets the standards we hold today. Most importantly, it has finally led us to the dedicated group of people we have now who are ready to bring this vision to the finish. Okay, so it sounds like they're getting close to the finish. This is good. This is good. And this is something that, they have said countless times, and everybody knows that it's a lot of work. It's hard. No one said that it wasn't hard. Okay, labor of love. Since its announcement in 2017, this project has passed through many hands. From the original team, only a few people remain. This work requires not only skill, but incredible amount of dedication, as it is a completely volunteer-based project. Yes, this has been beaten like a dead horse. It is a volunteer-based project. It is a free project. Besides the fact that they had a Kickstarter. Pretty sure they'd had a Kickstarter. Why are we beating this like a dead horse? Though it's taken us years to curate the right group, we are so proud of the team steering this project today. I'm glad. I'm glad that you're proud of that. Okay. This Airtight Alibi ship sails so much faster with a full crew. Yeah. We're thrilled to finally have the team needed to bring this game to the finish line. From directors to leads, artists to programmers, every member of the team brings unique experience and passion to the project. Absolutely. I love it. I love that they are passionate about making sure that you know that this is a team effort. I'm glad that we know that it's a volunteer-based project and that it's a free thing. And a lot of people, this is the biggest problem that gets put out there is in backlash, is like, oh, like if it's free, it's a volunteer-based thing, they have jobs. Listen, we all have jobs. We all have lives. I do all of this for free. I mean, not recently. I just became monetized on Twitch, and I am thankful to all my subs. But I have been doing this free for a long time too. And a lot of people think, oh, just because it's free, just because it's a volunteer-based project, it's like, oh, then we're not allowed to criticize them, even though they had, at least at the beginning, and it looks like they're fixing it now, so kudos, is when they first started, it just was very, very much in a salty tone towards Her Interactive, a salty way of marketing, just saying, oh, they haven't made their game, what about us? So we know that. So but it looks like they're really trying to rebuild themselves, and new people, new blood, maybe that's good. Maybe this is a good thing. New chapter. At the start of 2026, our leadership team conducted a thorough internal review. We brought on several new members whose experience and energy are helping us better realize the vision you've all been supporting for years. With new leadership, we've taken a much closer look at the game, our assets, and everything we've built so far. We've had to make difficult decisions to overhaul parts of the game in order to make it better. This has been both exciting and challenging. We're now effectively building alongside a rework and adjusting to a new timeline. I'm great. That's great. I love the transparency. I love you saying, we got a new team. We're changing it up. Overhauling the game. This is good. Like, this is part of building anything that's creative. You start with something and then you you rework it, you edit it, and you edited it viciously. Edit viciously. So, where are we now? As we move through 2026, we are in a phase of intentional growth. Our team is a mix of people who came in with a deep love for point and click games and others who are discovering that passion along the way. We've built this game in the gaps between our daily lives, balancing development with work and family. Quality takes time, and we're committed to delivering a polished experience rather than a rushed one, which is good. Our primary goal right now is a more comprehensive demo, which will be available for you to play before the full release. We are developing new content and reworking earlier assets to ensure a polished and modern experience. I really want to call this out. Quality takes time. We're committed to delivering a polished experience rather than a rushed one. This is a completely different tone than what they had taken a long time ago. They had openly, both on Facebook and on their website, which has been updated, but like I said, it was on their website, that they were criticizing the fact that Her Interactive was not coming out with a game. Her Interactive is not coming out with a game. We're going to make one. And so it looks like their tone has completely shifted, which is good, which is very, very good. And we need to hear this. But it needs to be made mention that this was how it was. So we know that it looks like their tone is shifting. They're trying to take it back, put the toothpaste back in the tube. But, and that's fine. I think a correction is good. And I'm glad that they're taking the correction. I really, really hope that their tone shifts to not being so boastful. Because, they boasted about themselves from the beginning, and then they weren't able to deliver to those expectations. And so, it's really, really important that when they realize, this isn't working, that they say it and they fix it. So let's keep going. While we are certainly inspired by the iconic Nancy Drew games, we are simultaneously carving out our own identity. We love seeing the genre grow with titles like Alex Hill and Penelope Pendrick, both of which we highly recommend. I recommend Penelope Pendrick the most. Alex Hill, the game was heavily, heavily inspired by Nancy Drew, and you can see it flat out. So I recommend Penelope Pendrick the most. Absolutely. Alex Hill, okay. It's okay. Still have issues with it, but okay. In an effort to further define a tone that is uniquely ours, we're in the process of updating our official logo with a new silhouette and further refining our branding to better reflect the game as it stands today. Interesting. Let's keep going. These updates and further creative shifts to our main character and narrative direction. Better aligned with the project's maturity. What creative shifts? While Amelia's age was previously ambiguous, I don't know, was it ambiguous? They didn't flat out give us an age, but when they have it being the location was a high school. And in the demo, the original demo, it was, she sounded like college based on the note. If you read all of that, which is a lot, so take a look at that. There was a lot there. Seemed like college, talking about college. So, it was previously kind of ambiguous. I felt like there were enough clues to tell us that she was younger at the time. But they've officially come out with her age. I understand that all of it is subject to change, which they've been very good about saying. It's subject to change. I think this is correct. We need this. She's now definitely in her early to mid 30s. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Why? Fine. We want to do justice to our voice talent. This is good. We're incredibly lucky to have Lonnie Manella, whose extensive career spans games and animation. Lonnie is one of the voices that has truly grown up alongside us, the kind that constantly makes you go, wait, I think I know that voice. Lonnie has always been more than just one role. She's been part of so many worlds we love. Okay. Often without us even realizing it at the time, with various voices such as Mass Effect, Soul Calibur, and World of Warcraft. Her voice is woven into so many experiences that shaped us as gamers, and now she's our Amelia. So I do think it's better justice to her voice to make the character older. Because she's older. And you can tell in the voice that, you know, it's hard for her to sound young. However, when we looked at the last week, when we looked at that little trailer, it sounded like they were trying to make her really young, like with the little chuckles and giggles, like she's supposed to be like, it sounded almost like she was trying to be 7, even though she doesn't sound 7. So that was interesting. I think this part where they're talking about how she was more than just one role is kind of sassy. The reason why I say that is because we know clearly that she was chosen because she was Nancy Drew's voice. And it's like, oh, but she hasn't just only done that. She's done all of these other things, which is great. Those things are great. But it's clear, and we all know that you chose Lonnie not just because she's a talented voice actor. You didn't choose her you didn't just randomly stumble upon her. She didn't come up to you. It's because she was Nancy Drew's voice. And we all know that the original audience to which you have been marketing yourself to, the Nancy Drew audience, knows her from that solely. I did know that she did a couple of things. I knew that she had other talented, places, but you know that the people that you are marketing to know her from Nancy Drew. We know that you chose her because of Nancy Drew. And so this feels like they're trying to say, like, it, like, she's more than just Nancy, even though we chose her because she was Nancy. So that part to me was just like, listen, I think we should acknowledge that she's done other things, and we should all appreciate that. But it's just the way that this was put was just like, oh, like, we didn't just choose her because of that. Listen, Lonnie's great, okay? Lonnie's great. But we know that she was chosen for a reason. And the reason is so blatantly obvious, and it feels disrespectful. But if you are changing it up, which we're going to get to in a second, you're changing it up, then I think you could fix this. Maybe a little bit. Second, we're intentionally stepping away from being seen as a direct reflection of the Nancy Drew style games that originally inspired us. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. This was a smart move for them. They were, when they first came out, they marketed themselves way too heavily as that. Way too heavily. And I know that there are other obviously ND-inspired games, such as Alex Hill and Penelope Pendrick, Marcella Moon. Yeah, they list it all next. I totally get that. And some of them did a great job at making their own voice. And some of them didn't do such a good job at making their own voice and kind of almost like directly made themselves like Nancy Drew. Like Alex Hill. It felt too Nancy Drew. In fact, it like basically copied one of the specific games. That's a different topic. Penelope Pendrick did a pretty good job. Obviously, it's in the style. Obviously, there was some reference. But it didn't feel as disrespectful as some of the other things, and is one that I highly, highly, highly recommend. Really enjoyed it. Excellent job, excellent work, excellent game, and honestly is what I would say a good example of how we can be inspired by these games, but not like totally disrespect Horror Interactive. So I haven't played many of the Marcella Moon, and I'm actually looking to do into that, so I am going to be doing that eventually. Not right now, but eventually. Gumshoe Detective Agency, another great example of being inspired, had a little bit of some reference to nod towards the Nancy Drew, but it was its own game. It existed as its own game, and so I really appreciate it. Okay, anyways, we're going to move on, but I am going to absolutely note that this was my favorite sentence of everything that they've done. This was the correct response. This is exactly what I wanted to hear. They heard the backlash, they heard people's concerns, and they addressed it correctly. Obviously, you know, I get it that they can't like directly like, we're sorry that we, you know, it's fine. This is a step in the right direction. I really like that. Incredibly lucky to have Lonnie as our lead voice. We hope you see Amelia in our project with a new identity as well. I am. I'm gonna give you another shot. This made me have a little bit of hope in you, and it made me really, really excited. I'm really excited to hear this. I'm really excited that you're going to do justice to her voice. I'm really excited that you're going to do justice to her interactive by being inspired by it, but not directly like being a complete reflection of it, or as some would say, copy. We've always, what's always been special about this team is that we didn't just love those point and click games. We grew up with them, and now we've grown up. Amelia reflects that. Okay, so this is interesting. Could this mean that the game is going to be a little bit more mature? Question mark. Don't know what that means yet. She allows us to hold on to that sense of nostalgia while also telling a story that feels more aligned with where we and our audience are now. This is what we needed. Point to the nostalgia. Respect the nostalgia. Don't copy. Really appreciate that. Okay, the support to our community. Thank you to the support we've received as we started sharing more updates and teasers has meant everything. Seeing your excitement, encouragement makes all of this worth it. We're still not ready to share a release date. I think that's smart, but please know we're working as hard as we can to create something that feels worthy of Amelia and of all of you who have stayed with us over the years. We hope we make you proud. This is great. Thank you so much. This is a step in the right direction. This is what we want to see. So kudos to Airtight Alibi Productions for handling this in a way that I can really respect. I can respect it. Yes, I still have a little bit of irkness from how things started, but I am appreciative to the changes that have been made, to specifically this announcement that has shown that you are willing to look at the criticism, look at what people are saying, and address it and fix it. I will say that I don't know how this specific announcement directly relates with the previous trailer, because the previous trailer really did feel like a direct copy of Nancy Drew. Too many references into one thing. Obviously, they had Arglethump. Cool, right? It only further boosts that they're trying to aim for the Nancy Drew. And so, like, I get that they can't really, like, switch out a new voice actor. I get that, 1000%. Going in and making the character directly older is a good step. Yeah, like everything that I said. This is respectful. So I really do appreciate that. But essentially, I found this Reddit post recently, and I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to show names. I'm not going to whatever. But apparently someone had put on Reddit, someone saying that they were helping with the game for a while. Sadly, they started pushing me out. I thought that was really interesting, because I wonder what that's about. Like, it seems like there's so much shifting going on with their team, and they've made an emphasis of it, We're seeing things about it. Even Lonnie responded to it, apparently. Don't feel bad. I tried emailing them to find out how things were going and got no reply. But just today, the creative director connected with me on LinkedIn. I wonder what this is all about. I feel like there is more going on than to what they're giving us. Seems like some changes have been made, hopefully for the better. I don't know what it is about pushing certain people out. Because that was the language that was used in this Reddit post. If you want to go look at it yourself, it's fine. It's public. You can look at it yourself. It is under r/Nancy Drew, so you'll find it there. You just have to scroll a little bit. And it was posted not too long ago, just the other day. And so these kinds of that kind of a post, and reading their announcement, it just seems like there's more going on than they're telling us, and it just makes me really curious what's really going on with the team, and how they started off with a bunch and then only dwindled down to a few. I understand that all of these people have lives and things get busy and whatnot, but it does make me question some things. So yeah, that's going to be more something up for speculation and not quite a definite answer on anything. And so I think we're just going to have to leave it with that. Anyways, I just want to thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for keeping up with the Amelia Darnell information that's going out. I will be playing the game, and I think I'm a little bit more excited. On a positive note, I am taking everything with a grain of salt, though, because the way that it started was something that still made me uncomfortable. It made me feel upset and made a lot of other people upset. But anyways, if you have anything to say, whether you agree or disagree, go ahead and comment below. I'd love to hear what you guys think and whether or not you're going to play the game. Yeah, so thank you guys so much. If you like this video, please like it. Anyways, sorry. This has been a very confusing video, and there will be not very much editing because I need to get it out. So I love you all. Bye.